Welcome to Session 6's primer on the reading, and in this tutorial we're going to help you learn to identify and evaluate marketing strategies and advertisements or advertisements. So this little advert has become really amazing, the gecko in Geico, and actually took Geico from being 12th as an insurance company right up to, I think it was third or fourth as an insurance company. Their marketing campaign has been so successful, but why? What made Geico's marketing strategy so successful, from really being an unknown commodity to being ubiquitous, to everybody knowing the gecko in Geico? And it's quite amazing when you think about how a little gecko has changed our thinking so much. So we market in a consumer culture. In Canada, we realize that marketing is an essential component of our consumer society. And a business's success depends on its ability to determine what customers want and then to provide that commodity or that service at a reasonable cost. To achieve these goals, businesses need to plan and implement an effective strategy for marketing and advertising their products. I want to add to that, not only should it be effective and not only should it be a strategy that is implemented, but it also needs to be ethical. And as you think about critical thinking, as you think about ethics, you're looking at it from the vantage point of one who is looking at the arguments within a marketing strategy, within an advertising campaign, but also want you to put yourself on the other side of that campaign and say, how would I market this product or my product in an ethical way that causes people to understand the benefits of this product without selling it in a way that is not true or promising things that are not factual. And so we need to think about ethics in marketing as well. And so we identify target markets and customer hot buttons through our marketing research, and there's a massive amount of work and research on marketing research. So what do you see as today's consumer hot buttons? Technology. Apple apparently is coming out with a new device. It'll be announced any day now, and I think it's going to be the Apple Watch that sits on our wrists, but it'll be interesting to see what their new device is. Technology, food, or clothing and fashion. What are today's consumer hot buttons? What are people looking for? Motor vehicles. So what are the approaches to marketing research? There are several approaches, including survey research, which is used to collect information and opinions about a product. I get requests to fill in surveys all the time on certain products for companies and for publishers too. Observation. It involves directly monitoring consumer buyer patterns, and this includes sometimes also the use of ARFIDs, of tracking online which adverts you follow, where you shop online, but also then looking at how consumers buy within a store. And there's a whole science around that. And then experimentation, cause and effect relationships between product purchases and selected variables such as packaging. How does my packaging attract these customers? Is my logo and branding something that appeals? And what about the price point? Is the price too low that people think the product is not worthwhile? Is it too high that only a certain niche can purchase that product? And there's experimentation that occurs around that. After gathering relevant information through marketing research, the next step is to engage in strategic planning. A strategic plan is a method by which an organization deploys its resources to realize a goal or objective. Walmart, as you know, has an aggressive marketing strategy, and it's very effective. The rollback prices, always low prices, is one of their great adverts. Sam Walton was able to source products inexpensively because of mass purchasing, and of course Walmart has built itself on that process and then markets that reality. In terms of marketing, we have the SWAT model: strengths, weakness, opportunity, threat. Strengths and weaknesses are internal realities that I need to look at. What are my strengths? What are the company's strengths? What is the marketing brand's strengths? What are its weaknesses? Opportunities and threats, those are the external environmental realities that can impose or impinge upon our marketing strategy. What is our competition? What threats are there in the global arena? What about supply chain weaknesses, and how do those affect this product that we're marketing? And so we need to be using the SWAT model when we analyze our marketing strategy and develop our marketing strategy. And so we also look at who are we, where are we, Where do we want to be? So we're here, we want to be here. How is our marketing process going to get us to this point? What choices, strategic choices, do we need to make? How do we implement that and evaluate it? Advertising has three purposes. Number one, to create product awareness. Number two, to inform customers about a product or service. And number three, to motivate customer demand and create brand loyalty. The ultimate aim of advertising is to make money, not to advance truth. Really important to understand that. The ultimate aim of marketing is to make money, not to advance truth. Most advertising reaches us now through mass media and through the internet. The internet has provided marketers with new opportunities for reaching customers. Best Buy right now has the 4 days of madness sale, and I think today is day 3, $200 off a certain computer. Comes right into my inbox, and I was tempted to buy it. That's good marketing. The internet has really opened the door for marketing, as you know. Have you ever changed product loyalty as a result of an ad campaign? Did you switch from PC to Mac? And if you remember those great PC Mac adverts, hi, I'm a PC. Well, hi, I'm a Mac. And of course, it showed the PC to be cumbersome, archaic, unuseful, and the Mac to be slick and hip and fast. And well, I have to honestly tell you, I never switched from PC to Mac because I've always been a Mac user. I've always loved Mac, but I enjoyed the PC to Mac adverts and always ribbed my friends who had PCs about them. Did you switch from GM to Toyota because of Toyota's incredibly good marketing campaign? What if I said these words to you? Zoom Zoom. What product would you think of? In fact, I just bought one myself. Did marketing change your brand loyalty because of a good ad campaign? Something to think about. Product placement is embedding a product in a show or in a place where people can see a television show, streaming video, and we see this. I'll show you a picture in a minute in American Idol, where you can very clearly see their favorite beverage displayed. Whether it is or not their favorite beverage, of course, is immaterial. Of course, we need to be careful because research shows that children under the age of 8 lack the cognitive maturity to recognize the intent or the fallacious reasoning and rhetorical devices that are used in ads. And in fact, Canada has been very proactive in protecting children from advertising. Here's a picture of the American Idol judges. And you can see their favorite beverages, which I always wonder, is there even Coca-Cola in there? Maybe it's water. We'll never know. Evaluating advertisements. Are scare tactics used to persuade us that we need the product? If you don't buy this vitamin D, you will get ill. Well, maybe. Does the ad provide credible evidence and or statistics to support its claims? And can we research those? Can we actually correlate the evidence that is given by doing our own research? Or is it fabricated? Does the ad rely on our tendencies of peer and group conformity? Everybody's doing it. Everybody owns a Mac now. Therefore, if you don't own a Mac, what's wrong with you? We want to conform. So it used to be when you owned a Mac, you stood out from the crowd. Now, if you own a PC, well, kind of half-half. I got to be careful. I love Macs. Does the ad set up a desirable image or lifestyle unrelated to the product? My favorite advert is the Old Spice advert. He bakes a cake, he surfs, he bodybuilds, he drives a phenomenal car, he parachutes, he balances on one finger, you name it, he does it. Who can do that? Not even I can do that. And I haven't tried, quite frankly. Does the ad employ other informal fallacies, such as a hasty generalization? When evaluating advertisements, there are a number of questions we should ask. Does the ad use emotive language, images, or euphemisms? The adverts I really struggle with is the one of people in Africa with flies all over their faces, imbibed in poverty. And I understand the intent. The intent is, hey, you need to support this by giving money. But it creates an image of Africa that is not true. Africa has tremendous social capital and has many other resources, but we portray it in this one light. And so we need to be careful when using emotive language, images, or euphemisms that we're portraying something with a certain bent. Is the grammar confusing? And is the wording misleading? Is the language vague, ambiguous, or obscure? Are the claims exaggerated? Does the ad omit necessary information? If the ad uses analogy, is the analogy relevant? Those are all questions you can ask. Here's a fallacy of appeal to inappropriate authority. You know this very famous boxer advertising barbecues, George Foreman. And you have to respect him because he had to find a way to make money to support his family. This is one of the ways that he did it. But just because you're a great boxer doesn't mean that you produce great barbecues, right? So it's an interesting appeal. Conclusion, advertising influences a great deal of our buying habits and our beliefs. We often than we are more willing to admit. Because of this, we need to be constantly vigilant in using critical thinking skills to identify and analyze advertising messages. What is the argument? What are they trying to give evidence for? What are they trying to convince us of? And what action are they trying to get us to take? We need to recognize our tendencies and learn about advertising strategies that make us less susceptible to advertising. And we always need to think about the ethical implications of the advertising that we ourselves produce. Thanks so much.